G'day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the first podcast on the channel. Now, this podcast series is going to be based on content creation, the do's, the don'ts, what can actually get your name out there a little bit more, and what will actually hold you back. Now, you might be looking at my sub count and being like, you're underneath 300, why should we listen to you? Now, the reason I am underneath 300 is I started this channel when I was still a teenager. If I remember, I was like 14, 15 at the time when I created this channel. And after a lot of consideration, I moved over to streaming. Now, I've been on Mixer for just over a year. I'm over 4,000 followers over there, all of which that, I love dearly. You're all part of an awesome community. But yeah, after a lot of, grinding and a lot of hard work put into my stream, I decided, I'll make a podcast kind of explaining what I've done to help myself grow and what other people have done that I've seen and what I've done personally that has set me back. And with this first episode, it's going to be basically portraying yourself online, what you should do, what you shouldn't do, and what the repercussions of that can actually be. Now, a lot of you might be wondering, who really cares what I do on stream? It's me, it's my image, my brand. Who cares? At the end of the day, a lot of people that start a YouTube channel, start streaming on Twitch, Mixer, Caffeine, D Live, or want to try and be an influencer on TikTok, Instagram, or Twitter. You need to always consider what you're putting out there, how you're branding yourself. Now, I'm not saying turn into your average businessman, wearing a suit and tie, always, speaking really fluently, speaking really, really nice English. Your grammar is always on point. I am not saying that whatsoever. What I am saying, though, is, hey, look, you can have fun. Look at some of the biggest content creators in the world. Roud, Fitz, Dr. Disrespect. They have fun. Yeah, they're a little bit mouthy on stream, but they still put themselves in a professional manner when it has to be done. Now, the main reason that I am making this podcast is recently, a couple of days ago, I was playing a game of Rainbow Six Siege. I dominated this person over and over again, killed him 3 rounds in a row, and after the 3rd round, he snapped and screamed into his microphone, "I wish you fucking die, and I hope your mom gets cancer." Now, it didn't really affect me. Like, yeah, people make stuff personal all the time, and it's just something that just happens, Some people just automatically, if they feel threatened or, they need to try and defend themselves, they just make it personal. There's people out there like that, and it's the unfortunate truth that, yeah, there are people out there like that. What kind of ticked me off at the end was he knew I was streaming, he came into my stream, and then at the end of the game, in Game VC, tried to promote his YouTube to my community. He's like, "Oh, go subscribe to my YouTube. It's youtube.com," and I left the game before, he could actually promote himself. And it just got me thinking, if you're, a content creator and you're going to be promoting that sort of stuff to the point where, you're telling someone to die, you're telling someone, hey, look, I wish someone in your family gets cancer, it kind of got me thinking to the point of, why are you making content then? At the end of the day, if you're making content, it's because you want to be known as a brand. You want to put yourself out there. A lot of people do this as a hobby to begin with. I'm technically still doing it as a hobby. My real job is making music, and even that I'm thinking about getting a job on the side because money from that is kind of dwindled at the moment. But yeah, when I was thinking all about it and, just really looking into it, if you really want to make yourself marketable, and if, you want to take content creation seriously, you should always look at what people do, or you should always look at how you portray yourself on stream. At the end of the day, if you want to get partnered by a company, and I'm just going to throw a company out there, G Fuel, a company that's really well known in the gaming community. If you want to get partnered by them, the one thing you should make sure you don't do is tell someone to, die, or say, hey, look, I wish someone in your family gets cancer. Because at the end of the day, would G Fuel want to put their logo, put their company behind you? When it comes to companies and when it comes to, marketing, partnerships, sponsorships, affiliations, stuff like that, and I'm going to cover that in another podcast as well. Sponsorships, affiliations, partnerships, ambassadorships, what they all mean and what you should go for, what you should avoid. At the end of the day, if you're not marketable as a person, and if your brand isn't marketable because you're so just, not marketable as a person whatsoever, you're just so negative, you're always telling people, go kill yourself, do shit like that, people won't take you seriously. And then if you go and apply for a partnership, no matter what it is, they'll more than likely turn around and just tell you, hey, look, they'll more than likely make an excuse because they don't want to be rude. I mean, they'll more than likely just say, hey, look, we're not looking to partner with you. But deep down, it's because they've seen your videos and they've seen a couple of your VODs, or they've seen how you interact with people on social media, Twitter, Instagram, stuff like that. And they don't feel confident putting their brand behind you. And at the end of the day, that's literally all it is. Like, if you want to grow as a brand, you can grow with toxicity, don't get me wrong. But then it also has its backlashes. You need to do it correctly. Now, when I say correctly, have a look at people such as Sniping Soup, McNasty, The Do, Grizzy. Have a look at that group. Have a look at Wildcat. He's toxic when he plays a game, but he never makes it personal. But then when it comes to the business side, he's always making sure that he's putting his best face forward. What I'm trying to say and what I'm going to end this podcast with is literally, at the end of the day, if you're going to stream, if you're going to record, if you're going to do any sort of content creation, always be wary about what you say online. Now, obviously, if you're doing YouTube, you can edit it using Vegas or Premiere Pro, whatever editing software you use. But at the end of the day, always just make sure, because you never know if you're going to be recording and then you join into a game with a streamer. And then if you do something stupid, it will look badly on you. I mean, there's multiple examples, There was a small YouTuber that got in with Dr. Lupo, who admitted onto Dr. Lupo's his stream, that he stream sniped Ninja multiple times. What you really need to do is just always look out and be careful about what you put out there. As a content creator, just, always just be the best person you can. Just have fun, engage with your community, and you will see the rewards come. Now, obviously, if you're totally new, like, hey, look, you're going to start streaming tomorrow, your first stream, don't expect, 100 people to watch you. It takes time. Like, I'm hitting around, 10 to 20 on Mixer at a time, and it's okay. It's not really the best, but it's okay. I mean, for the games that I'm playing, I don't main Fortnite, so I'm not, pulling in a lot of people. I usually main Rainbow Six Siege, Call of Duty, or even make music. But yeah, at the end of the day, don't focus on numbers and just, put your best self forward. But yeah, I am going to be ending the podcast there. I know it is short for a podcast, only around 10 minutes. But yeah, if you found any of this, at all informative, please subscribe. Also, when you do subscribe, hit that notification bell so you get notified every single time that I upload. And yeah, like this, put a comment down below. And yeah, if you want to join the Discord will be in the bio. It's literally just a community full of memes and music. And yeah, if you have any other questions in regards to streaming and how to grow, you can check me out on Mixer at mixer.com/Jinsaw, or even on Caffeine or Twitch, caffeine.tv/Jinsaw, twitch.tv/GGJinsaw. But yeah, that being said, thank you so much for being here. I hope you found some of this informative. But until next time, happy content creation. Peace out.